Hey, there you are.
This is V. He's here for that BD role. And V, this is Judy. Best braindance editor I know.
Enough already. Gonna make me barf.
Hey, Judy.
Compiled your BDF.
What do you think? Will it do?
Still pretty raw, but yeah, ought to do.
Mm-hmm. V needs to get deep inside. That's most important.
So, let's calibrate. Tune it to him. Believe me, I've dealt with worse. Should see the jig street porn we gotta contend with sometimes.
So, we drop V inside. Let him look, let him rummage around, right?
How about it, V? Raw brain dance. Ever taken a dip before?
Think I can handle it. Let's just do this.
Righto. Sit down, settle in, and we'll get you going. Gotta create your sensory profile first.
A what profile now?
A model of your perceptions and emotional responses. Need to adjust that so the raw BD won't overwhelm you. If I don't, best case scenario, you'll get nauseous as soon as you're in. Probably barf like you would in a shoddy virtue enviro.
Mm-hmm. And worst case?
Your synapses sizzle like locusts in a deep fryer. But we're not about to let that happen.
Okay. Hit me. Just promise me it won't hurt.
It won't. Not this time. Now sit still, look at me. Gonna run the analysis soft. Should feel a slight tingling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's set the optics and other sensory sigs. Look smack into these two screens. Pretend it's an eye exam.
Am I gonna have to do this calibration dance every time?
Not necessarily, but it's worth the wait. Give me 2 more minutes and you'll see exactly what BD analysis is capable of. 1 more sec. Need to get the pain receptor limiters in. Okay. All set. You need to test your profile first. Tossing in a sample BD. You can use it to get to know the editor. Now let me see. Where could we...
Can't he just use my recording? Why are we wasting time?
So we don't risk our necks. Besides, won't take a sec. Got something here. Should be perfect.
What'd you choose?
Corner store holdup in Haywood. Real amateurs. Don't even know where I got it. Suits our needs perfectly, though. You ready?
Boot it up.
Mm-hmm. Let me give you the tailored version first. Let you get your bearings. Then we'll jump into editing mode. Be diving in 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
That flash of intense shock. I can still feel it, I remember. Fuck, that last second. Could have warned me how much it hurts to die.
Trust me, real death hurts much, much more.
Not so sure about that.
You'll be fine. Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode. Yeah, it's impressive, right? It's too bad most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log. Anyway, you ready to do this? Look at your rec?
Dunno, Let's take a break. Still feel like that kid when... Oh, yeah. Think I'm done.
V, there's no time. Get it together, please.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Just need T-Bug to link in.
Whoa, 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 who?
Running for my crew, security specialist. She'll tell me what to look for while we analyze. No problem, I hope.
Actually, it is a problem. Not what we agreed, Ev.
Relax, Judy. Everything will be fine.
You don't quite grasp the risks I took by letting you in here. What I'm risking poking around with this stuff.
We're all taking risks here. That's the job. So either T-Bug patches in, or I'm on my way out.
Judy, please.
Fine. Call her. Let's get this over with.
Hey V, what's happening?
Bug, listen. I got some useful footage from Konpeki Plaza. It's a brain dance.
Konpeki? Oh, thought as much. Get everything you need?
Yep, that'll do. Thanks, Judy. We got it. Later, T-Bug.
Nice work today. See you soon.
I'll wipe the cache on your data. You were never here. Keep it. I'll put it on Ev's tab. Portable device for handling BDs. I already uploaded your calibration settings. Not as sophisticated as what we got here, but should do the trick.
And it keeps you out of harm's way. Clever.
Speaking of harm's way, know what I see looking at you? Walking, talking corpses.
Relax. I got it all under control.
If you fuck up and they come knocking on my door...
Judy, relax. That's not gonna happen.
Evelyn, please. No shortcuts. You go that route, City'll always win. So be careful.
Of course I will be. Besides, we'll talk in a bit. V, one sec.
Thanks, Judy. Really. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
V? That you? Shit. Thought you were... gone.
I'm not alone in thinking me dead. Thought it was game over for me, too.
Things went ass up, huh? Not as planned.
You heard about the heist, I take it. Must have, talked to Evelyn.
Didn't need to. Whole damn city's heard.
Listen, need to find Evelyn.
I really don't want to talk about her.
You know where she is?
What'd I just say? Drop it. I won't tell you again.
Judy, you're my one hope. The only lead I got. I gotta find her. And I know you can help me do that.
Who told you I won't?
Can we meet? Let's meet, please. You at Lizzie's?
Stop telling every Joy Toy you meet to come here. The hell I'm supposed to do with them all?
I don't. Must be our rep. Girls need help, they come here.
Last time I checked, we weren't running a shelter.
Come on, they all deserve a chance. Any one could end up useful. Give it some time. They'll pay for themselves.
Hey! Chicks can barely take care of themselves.
Not when they're face down in the mud. But who knows? Could surprise you.
I hate surprises.
Mm-hmm. Really feeling that sense of community right now. Sus, we're not done here.
Oh yeah, we fucking are.
You just don't give up, do you? Got nothing more to say to each other. Thought I made that clear. Or was I just too subtle for you?
Moxes and nomads don't seem so different. Both seem to yammer a lot about community, solidarity. Classic dilemma. What comes first? Family or the outside
This
world?
is a club. Nobody cares about your lofty worldviews.
What was that all about?
Everyone in this city lives in their own goddamn bubble. And either you fly high or sink into quicksand.
Susie seems to know what she wants. She your boss?
You come all this way just to play who's who at the Mox?
Listen, have you seen Evelyn? Need to talk to her. It's important.
Why? So you can make her your scapegoat for your train wreck of a heist?
Need to find out who she was working for.
That's it?
That's it. Judy, you don't need to worry. I won't lay a hand on it. It wouldn't make sense.
Fine. All right. Evelyn's a doll. Used to work at Clouds. Sig case on my table's got the address. Take it, and once you find Evelyn, give it to her.
Mega Tower. Luxurious. Clouds? What's that?
It's a dollhouse.
Sounds vaguely familiar. Is that where they tailor code things to your fetishes and whatnot?
Client's subconscious is the script. Doll stars in it. No memory of it after, though, luckily. Thank Christ for that.
Wait, mean to say she's a doll?
Saved up for that behavior chip a while, too. Ev was good. Real good. Had regulars booked up weeks in advance. Nobody lasts long in a gig like that, though.
Hence the heist. Figures. Think she might have gone back there?
Said it'd be safer than here. God knows why.
Got everything I need for now. Thanks. I'll look in on the place.
Wait. Just let me know how she's doing. Okay?
I'll give you a call, okay?
Thanks. Thank you, V. Made it all the way here, huh? Must really want to talk to Evelyn.
Hello? There's a line!
Nuh-uh, you ain't cutting.
Sit your ass down and wait your turn.
Fingers guy. You know him?
Heard some things, yeah.
Like...
His hands sometimes slip.
What are you even doing here, Judy?
Same thing as you. Looking for Evelyn.
How'd you know to look for Evelyn here?
Got friends at Clouds. Word spreads out of there quicker than the clap.
Meaning...
Friend told me what you dug up, so here I am.
This friend of yours, who is it?
Tom Caldera. Works as a doll there. Never bothered to mention Evelyn had disappeared when we talked. And then you came around asking questions. Got him scratching his head.
Didn't strike me as the brightest bulb in the batch.
Sorry, but right now, I could give a shit about what does or does not strike you. Let's just concentrate on finding Evelyn. I'm starting to get worried, seriously.
After the heist, Evelyn holed up with the Mox for a while, right?
That's right.
So why the hell she go back to Clouds?
Thought she'd be safer there. God knows why. Tried to get her to see straight, but she wouldn't listen.
You talked to Fingers yet?
If only. He's harder to get in to see than the best docs in town. We're gonna be here forever. I just know it. Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front?
Why me?
I don't think they like me. Just give it a shot. That or come up with something better.
You worked at Clouds.
Not as a doll. Tuned their virtues. That's where I met Ev, Tom, and the rest of the crew.
She means a lot to you, doesn't she?
And you've arrived at that conclusion how exactly?
Moment you knew where she was, you sprang into action.
Once you get close to Evelyn, you never want to let her go.
Think Evelyn's being kept here somewhere.
On the one hand, hope she is, because I want her back fast. But on the other, hope to God no, because who knows what that sick fuck could have done to her.
Don't worry. Your eyes
I think he's
will
done.
adjust
We going in?
eventually. Yes? Hello? What can I do for you? You, Tiger Claws? Far as I know, I'm all paid up.
We're with the Mox.
The Mox? Why didn't you say so? So, what brings you here? You might say so. I'd say they're the very best I can find. See?
What's in it for you?
Whatever they have to offer. And they always have something to offer.
You're a sick fuck. Know that?
So he left her with me as payment for my efforts.
I can't fucking listen to this. We are talking about a living, breathing person.
Half alive. Technically. The point? Ah, yes. Well, I haven't the faintest idea where she is.
Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Now, either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's impossible to have a conversation with her around.
Jude, calm down, okay? You're not helping. Let me do the talking.
I told you already, I don't know. They weren't the talkative kind, and I'm no gonk. I know better than to ask questions of people like that.
You're no gunk? What do you think? Why'd all these girls come in here, let you grope around them? Think it's for your charm? Your caring attitude? They do it because they got no choice. And in the end, they despise you. They can smell you're pathetic.
Mentioned something about virtues with a moth, of all things. Said she'd be perfect for them, whatever that means. But that's really all I know.
You pawned her off like she was some fucking inanimate mannequin.
Because that's exactly what she was.
Need air. I'll be outside. I let her go back to Clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't. And you two got along swimmingly, didn't ya? Exchanged numbers, too. Two birds of a fucking feather.
Trust me, Judy. Compared to the pieces of shit I scrape off my shoe every day, Fingers doesn't come close to being half their brand of rotten.
Got no fucking words, V. None.
Don't worry. We'll find her, I know it.
We'll fucking find what's left of her butchered corpse.
Hey, keep it together. You want to give up now?
No. Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. It's better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me.
Death's Head symbol bring anything to mind? Anything. Doesn't matter how small.
This industry... I mean, market's looking for every kind of fetish out there. It's cavernous. But an XBD outfitted be on the move almost always. Makes them harder to nab, harder to sting.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
It could be we'll see something to point us in their direction and one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Everyone, everything leaves something behind. Just need to know where to look. Lucky for me, I'm running around with the best BD specialist in town. Has an extra pair of expert eyes.
Well, your BD expert has a better idea. Pleasures of Night City, a domain with its twin on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let me think for a sec. Darknet domain. That's our best bet. Let's stick to the plan.
Fine. Here's hoping you turn up something useful. I'll wait in the van. Hop in.
Like it was nobody's bid.
Hey, V. Let me get everything prepped. You make sure the wreath's snug on you. You'll watch while I edit in real time. The old one, too.
Ready when you are.
I want you to describe what you see. You might catch something, I guess.
No time to lose. We gotta go there.
Definitely. Ride with me?
In today's international segment, reports of hardship have emerged from
Let's get going.
On our way.
To the Incorporated Press. Corn harvests have dropped by 80% from last.
Still can't shake it.
Are under obligation
That virtue sample we saw with the dead's head moth. If all they scroll is snuff, then...
Stop it. They'd have to be utter gongs to waste her on something like that.
What do you mean?
We're talking about a girl who's not only a natural at what she does, but also has got a doll's implant. I mean, that's not a package you find lying out in the street.
Deserve humanitarian aid, or perhaps a lesson in self-reliance.
And here we are.
We going in?
Find us a way inside. I'll hang back, scan the subnet, see if there's any blueprints of the complex lying around. Join you as soon as I find something. Let's link on Hollow till then.
It's not gonna be pretty in there.
So, if you mean to tell me to hang back altogether, don't bother.
All right, going in.
That's Evelyn. Just don't touch her. If she's recording, you'll scramble her brain. Wait until I cut her link.
All right, let's do this.
Wait for my signal. Here goes. Ready? And...
Now!
Thank God. Evelyn, you hear me?
What's wrong with her?
Honestly, I don't know. She's gotta be seriously traumatized.
She okay to be moved? No brain hemorrhages, damage to the spine?
Doesn't seem to have any wounds. Guess we got no choice.
Let's get her somewhere safe.
Fast, too.
Which way?
I sealed the doors and managed to power the elevators.
Elevators it is, then.
She's sleeping. At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore. I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough. She already gave up everything she had. And I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself. No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you. I just want you to know that.
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
You're mad at her? Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have any
I know.
other...
It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn right now.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah. Had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
Okay. Show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
All right. Roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Glad you managed to salvage them in the first place.
Needs a second to load. Quality's lousy, but I did what I could. What do you think?
The woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Now we know what happened to Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her chip.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into? I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. It's pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago. V, you got any idea?
Long story, trust me.
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Why? Worried they'll give Evelyn up to him?
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
I'll ask around, make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
What's new with the Mox?
Susie isn't giving me the time of day, as usual.
How'd you hook up with the Mox in the first place?
I thought Susie and the gang could really change something in this city. I believed in them.
Winded up business as usual.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Few Joy Toys' lives really changed for the better thanks to them.
Couldn't you replace Susie and lead the Mox?
No way in hell. I'll stick with tuning virtues, thank you very much. If you haven't noticed, I'm not much of a people person.
I got another question on my mind.
Shoot.
How's virtue tuning going? Scroll anything preem lately?
Depends what you call preem. Does smut count?
How'd you get into virtues anyway?
I always had a techie streak, ever since I was a little kid. When I felt my first virtue, I was like, hey, I can make this way better. So I tried, and I did. And then it just snowballed from there.
Guess I kinda have to be into a little bit of everything. When it comes to virtues, I'm mostly in it for the intel.
You mean seeing who killed who using what?
Something like that. But you see it differently. For you, it's art. I always wondered, why the smut industry?
Isn't it obvious? 2 minutes of real feels a week's pay.
Yeah, sure, but I thought someone like you wouldn't be into the whole objectification thing.
Objectification? Not in my virtues. My actors love what they do, and that's why everyone wants to feel them. Can't fake old school emotions.
Something else I wanted to talk about.
Got all the time in the world.
We were talking about...
V, can you come over stat?
Something happened?
Yeah. Just come.
In the bathroom!
Oh, fuck.
Bird offs herself to express her undying gratitude to you for saving her ass.
I was only gone an hour.
How'd this happen?
I don't know. Told you. Evie was lying in bed like always. When I went out. And I got back to...
Fuck.
If I'd just known, I'd have...
Don't blame yourself. Won't solve anything.
I should have sensed something. That it was off.
Stop. Couldn't watch her 24/7. She made up her mind. Would have found a way. Always. How'd this happen?
I don't know. Told you. Evie was lying in bed like always. When I went out. And I got back to...
Fuck.
If I'd just known, I'd have...
Checked her pulse?
She's gone.
Gotta do something with her.
Don't want any trouble. I'm calling the badges. Can you carry her to the bed?
As if that'll change anything.
Not sure we should move her before the badges get here.
She's just another dead whore to them. Nobody'll care. Least we can do is treat her with some dignity. Yeah, I need to report an accidental death. North side, Jackson Street. No. No imminent danger. Suicide. Tomorrow? No! Today! What part of dead don't you understand? No, she was not pronounced dead by trauma team. If she'd have had coverage, we wouldn't be talking. And fuck you. If you don't want to move your asses, why don't I come down to the precinct and trash it into bits? Now will you come and arrest me, you pussies? Fine, I don't give a fuck what you write me up for. They'll be here soon. Told me to keep her on ice until tomorrow. Can you believe the balls?
Welcome to Night City, where your address says more about you than anything else.
We should have never come here. Put something on her. I'd rather she look like a person than a body. Did you wait outside? Close the door, V. Please. Bum a cig.
Didn't know you smoked.
Quit. It's been years. But right now I need something besides air in my lungs. Please, V, just one.
Sorry, no can do.
Cheapskate.
You could get hooked again. I don't want that on me.
V, just give me a fucking smoke.
Here.
That was her smoke case.
She smokes some strange boutique brand.
That's Evie. Whenever she pulled on a new face, it was down to the details.
A lot of people know the real Evelyn, who she really was.
No. Nobody. Fuck, Evie. I let her down. I thought if I gave her some space or time, she'd get back on her feet.
Stay strong, Judy. Don't let this tear you down.
You know what? Let's just not say anything for a minute, okay? Remember Fingers? How he said Evie was with him for 4 days?
Yeah, did say so.
She disappeared from Clouds a week before you turned up. Tom told me later. Couldn't sleep at night knowing that. Kept thinking, what the hell happened to those other 3 days? So I did some more digging in her virtues. Found Woodman. He kept her. Had his way with her. The things he did. And once he got bored, he pawned her off.
What did Woodman do to her? Did you see it?
Yeah. And I really wish I could unsee it.
Wait, so you found other recordings?
Had another look at the corrupted ones. You know, lots of static. Hard to pick up anything, really. At some point, I stumbled on something like an echo of the spat we'd had last time we saw each other. But I know she wasn't scrolling.
Then why was it saved as a virtue?
Got no explanation for it. Maybe she recalled it later, relived it, almost. Implant could have been on when, you know, as a defense mechanism, escaping into the past so as not to live in the present.
I had no idea that guy was such a monster. Saw him as your average tricksy sleazebag.
It puts on a convincing facade. I knew him, but I never thought him that sick in the brain. Gotta be something I can do about it.
Like what?
Don't know yet. Think I'll call Suze. Thanks, V. Sorry, but I'd rather be alone now. Promise to keep in touch.
Sure you don't need anything?
No, but sweet of you to ask.
Anything comes up, holler on the hollow. Hey, Judy. How you feeling?
Shitty, but something came to me.
Gotta give yourself time to grieve, Judy. Experience all its stages. Feel them. Let them play out. Shock, anger, depression.
I'd say I'm on anger. Gonna stay here for a while, too. I can work with anger.
So what did you come up with?
The Mox Dive, Lizzie's bar, used to be a joy house. Tiger Claws killed one girl too many, so people took matters into their own hands. Belongs to us now. Clouds could stand to get the same makeover.
You sure you've thought this through, Judy? Carefully.
Haven't thought it through at all. All I know is the Mox didn't turn things around by sitting on their tanned and toned asses doing nothing.
Got the Mox to agree to take over Clouds.
No, I'm trying to get you. Know someone at Clouds who'll take our side. Will you help?
Fine. Got me on board.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so, what's the plan?
First up, we gotta talk to Maiko Maeda. If she's not with us, might as well throw our hands up in the air.
Maiko Maeda. Who is she exactly?
Girl who unofficially runs Clouds. Good at it, too.
What's she do officially?
She's a doll, so she's a nobody.
You sure Maiko's gonna want to join forces?
If I was sure, I'd be on the hollow to her and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Let me rephrase. Is there any chance she'll slap us around and shove us out her mega tower window?
Of course, sure.
Guess I can work with that. How well do you know this Maiko?
Too well.
When we doing this?
Early morning, Clouds will be closed. Hardly a soul lurking at that time.
How early?
Before 8. I'll be by the entrance. Scratch that. The balcony above Clouds. We'll sneak in. No one needs to know we're there.
On the balcony. Got it.
Hey, V. Thanks for showing. Talking with Maiko's like a game of 3D chess. Don't let her derail you.
You seem a bundle of nerves.
I've a mind to kill the bastards with my bare hands. So yeah, you could say I'm a teensy bit nervous.
Some deets about her could be useful when I talk to her, don't you think?
No, leave the talking to me.
How do you aim to get her over to our side?
By telling the truth. About Evelyn, what happened and why.
Think that'll cut it?
No. Have to improvise from there.
So, in brief, I'm just here as your hustle, right?
Never said that. I just know the woman better.
I'm ready. Let's go. A lock like that? No way you cracked it open on your first try. You know how to get around their systems?
Appears so. Was hoping they hadn't run any updates since I left. Looks like I was right. Easy as paella. Follow me.
Judy Alvarez. I'd say it's great to see you, but I've never been one to lie. Also, I never like surprise parties, but you know.
Yup, bet I even know why.
Thought you'd hit rock bottom when you joined the Mox. Guess you've managed to stoop even lower now. Consorting with a persona who is very non grata. Yes, V. I mean you. Alright. This has been fun and all, but I think it's time you got going.
We gotta do something! Or everyone will end up like Evie! Woodman raped her while she was unconscious, then sold her like she was so much scrap.
Mess with the claws? Blowback will hit every one of the dolls in here.
This is a waste of our time. Come on, we'll get by without her.
Jude, be sure to give me a call once you're done mourning and want to get back to reality.
That went smoothly. She didn't even let me make my point.
You know what I think? She's scared stiff. She'd have lots to lose if things went sour. Everything, in fact.
So she'll just let things go on as usual?
You two have a history?
Way back, yeah. Think I just felt lonely.
Like everyone in Night City.
She was different then. And so was I.
Can't trust people that see everything as a numbers game. Line between patting you on the back as their friend and planting a knife in you as their enemy is down to a decimal.
I know. Right there with you, well, used to have a big crush on her. Took me a long time to realize who she really was. But still, honest or crooked, we need her. Just think, could have gone diving this morning.
A little unwinding do you good. Do me good too, actually.
I wouldn't have been unwinding. Not exactly. Got an idea buzzing in my head, working it, but can't say if it'll amount to anything.
Yeah, you, a deck chair, and a Mai Tai with a cocktail umbrella. Somehow I don't see it.
No, me in a deck chair's me mulling over coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Something I avoid right now.
Wait a sec. What about Woodman?
No.
You sure he's gonna be there?
You met Michael. That prick still works here. It's cause he follows her orders pretty damn precisely.
Well, what do you want to do?
I want somebody to unload lead into his face till there is no face.
Somebody?
Fine. Want you to do it.
No point bothering about him.
Bothering about him? Who knows how many people he's treated like Evelyn? How many more he has lined up? Just gonna let him get away with that?
Welcome to N54. It's time for your local news. Violence continues to plague the Badlands.
I don't want to kill him.
What's up?
Won't. Sorry, but you can't ask that of me. Self-defense, that's one thing. But execution? Judy, it's bad karma.
You're right.
CPD has raised the
Sorry.
level to 2, advising travelers
Punch the ground
to
floor.
side roads.
Need to get out of this
We'll
place.
continue to keep you informed as the situation develops.
You know what's worse than a corpo? A wannabe corpo bitch.
You mean Maiko?
Piece of work, that one. But I'll give her credit. She's dead on about your chances of pulling this off.
I really don't understand what tits have to do with selling that garbage.
Can't say no to tits. Rest can go fuck itself.
The second you react with your dick instead of your head, you give them exactly what they want.
Does it look like I give a shit?
Doesn't matter. They already flushed one down your brain. Hey, if it works, blame the corpse all you want, but at the end of the day, it says more about us than them. Biz is biz and tits are biz.
It's like junk food. People don't buy it because they're gonk. They're just poor. Gotta get back to Maiko with something big.
Appealing to her sense of justice wasn't big enough?
Maiko only works with specifics.
A minute there. Thought you were about to call it quits.
V, I go for days tuning virtues in a basement. Know what the chances are of somebody blowing my head off down there?
Minuscule?
Same as Maiko's empathy. Unlike you, I don't put myself out there. But this ain't over. Not yet.
You know, I'm also partial to specifics.
Uh-huh. So that's what matters. How many you'll drop, how much ammo you'll use, how many eddies it'll get you.
Art and dreams of freedom can't be everyone's food. Sometimes, you gotta deal with the dirt. So, what now?
Gotta think. We need more bodies, that's for sure. I'm gonna talk to the dolls. I'll call you when I've got something. See you later, V. And thanks.
Judy, so, got a plan?
Damn right I do. Come over to mine tonight. Gonna lay the groundwork with Tom and Roxy. They're with us. Michael will be here too.
How'd you manage that?
Got something really big. Tell you everything tonight. Last thing, what do you like on your pizza?
A&A, artichokes and avocado flavor, and zucchini for good measure.
Ooh, fancy. So, I'll see you come evening?
Gonna tell me this big secret of yours?
Figured out how to tweak behavioral chips. Turn dolls into fighters.
Sounds like my kind of plan.
We'll go over the specifics tonight. You're coming, right?
Of course I'll be there.
Hey, V. Come on in. Pizza's getting cold. We're in the kitchen.
You made it. Good. Grab a seat. This is Roxanne. She's worked at Clouds longer than any of us.
Hello.
Hey, nice to meet you.
When I heard what you pulled at Clouds, shit, I so regretted I was off that day.
Just eat the free pizza and then we're out of here, okay?
Feeling better? You look better.
I'm on autopilot. I don't think. Just do.
Sound method.
What you're saying is, he'll remain in good health.
Yes. Done saying hello to each other? Revolution won't plan itself. I modified the behavioral chip. It can equip any doll with a motor reflex system. In other words, make the doll move and fight like a Preem-tier solo.
Fascinating, isn't it? What one can learn while tuning fake orgasms for the Moxes.
Mind stepping outside? Can't smoke in here.
You'll air it out later. Fine. I'll sit by the window.
The body will react as if executing a well-trained series of movements. Already tested it out on Tom. Chip's impulses supplant any natural reflexes, so it'll make users feel like they're experiencing cyberpsychosis.
But it's basically the same as when we activate ourselves for a client.
Solo skills don't lie in just executing movements. There's split-second processes that happen. Logistics, decision-making, result of years of practice. Doubt your chip's capable of compensating for that.
You're probably right. But I don't see another way. Alternative's intensive training, but we don't have time for that.
How'd you ever come up with this?
Learned how the behavioral chip works at Clouds. Always seemed like they must be pretty easy to modify. I'm surprised I didn't get the idea the moment we walked into Maiko's office.
All right. Gotta see it to believe it.
Finally, someone said it.
Tom? Pulled that sequence from a kung fu training virtue.
Gotta admit, not bad.
Yeah, for the Market Square in Kabuki. Before we start talking serious biz, gonna need to see serious action.
You just saw him.
I saw a bar trick. I want to see a fight. Got an expert in causing bodily harm among us. I want to see how Tommy handles him.
V? Just don't mess up my digs, okay? I like it here.
It's on now!
What the?
You there? Can you hear me?
Look at me go! You see that? Woo! Gotta do some cardio!
Nice work, Judy. Outdid yourself. If you were to sell that, you'd be the richest Judy in the NUSA.
Please. Plenty of killing machines in the world. I don't want to turn more people into them. After this, chips are getting micro-nuked.
What now?
Guards and tiger claws in and around will overpower, take down, disarm, escort them out. Clouds will be ours. Bosses, we'll give an ultimatum. A cut of the proceeds in exchange for never showing their faces at the club again. And having no say in how the club's managed. Two-pronged assault. Loving it.
Yeah, plan just might work. Maiko, I take it you're on board too.
Wouldn't be wasting my time here if I wasn't.
So how about it, V, Tom, Roxy? Made up your minds?
I need to think about it. Never wasted anyone before, you know.
I'm with it all the way.
V?
Don't tell me you're seriously considering this. Sticking our precious necks out for a bunch of whores?
Rather not have to flatline anyone.
What he said.
Hope is it won't be necessary.
Overpower Hiromi. Humiliate him. Should be enough. Bosses will put him out of the game.
Count me in, Judy. I already said I'd help, didn't I?
Thanks, V.
Save the gratitude for later, please.
Shit. I'm scared, V. Speaking of gratitude, stuff I'm asking you to do, well, usually comes with a price tag, I know. You want to help, I get that. but I'm more than happy to pay your fee in full. Feels like it's only right.
Judy? For real? No, don't want to hear it.
But...
Not a word.
V, everything okay? V, you don't look so hot.
Okay. Okay, I'm better. Fine.
What the hell, V? You, like, sick?
Remember the heist Evelyn hired us for? The relic I was gonna collect.
Couldn't forget that in a million years.
That biochip. Well, long story short, it had Johnny Silverhand's mind on it. An engram of it that's overriding my mind.
You being serious?
Truly wish I wasn't.
Fuck. Anything at all you can do?
One can hope.
It's late. You're tired. You can crash on my couch if you want.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Don't worry about it. Make yourself at home.
Hey, V. Michael called. Before sundown. Out front of the mega tower. Gonna be there?
Of course I will.
See you then.
Hey, V. You ready?
Any idea how I can get to Hiromi?
Pulled the blueprint, got it all figured out. Okay, not all, but we're good on the penthouse. Best bet's to access it from the service level. Got a way in from there.
And Maiko? Where's she?
Meeting with Hiromi to avoid raising any suspicions.
She'll make him stay put until we're in.
All right, we going in?
Let's do this. You two head in right after us. Go straight to Clouds.
About fucking time.
A breakthrough in the fight against multiple sclerosis.
Stay sharp. Gangoons might be
One of the
lurking.
few diseases that cannot be cured by.
What then? Everyone all in position?
Tom and Roxy should already be at Clouds. We go on Maiko's signal. They'll mop up security, you deal with Hiromi. But first, you gotta get into the penthouse.
You not coming with me?
More likely not to be detected if you're alone. Besides, I'll be more useful here. If they activate any alarms, I can override.
You gonna breach security? Get me in the penthouse?
Thought I could do it, but... Sorry, it's not gonna happen. Gotta manage on your own.
Okay, on my way.
Elevator's on the other side. Be safe.
Welcome to N54.
How's the sitch? We're inside at Clouds. Who's taking which floor? I'll take the lower level. Tom will head upstairs. We're all set.
Could have called off the guards, you know. Would have been quicker. Simpler.
I don't have that kind of authority. Yet.
Why are there 3 guys? What's she playing
That's our
at?
target, Hiromi Sato. But this? I think it's obvious he has outlived his usefulness.
V, what the fuck's she doing?
Clouds needs new management.
Am I to understand that this future manager stands before me now, speaking with such zeal?
Hold on, Maiko. I think you're getting carried away.
I see not all has been agreed.
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here. Tom and Roxy are outside and safe. They weren't followed. Get down to street level, waiting by the food stalls.
54 News. The Western corporate
Fuck. Should have seen that coming. Probably had this planned from the start. Same sec we walked into her office. Jesus, am I a gonk.
Don't be dramatic, Judy. There's a difference between being a gonk and believing people want to do good.
I know you do. I don't need to believe that. I just know it. Thank you. See you later, V.
See you around, Judy.
Thanks, V. First transfer from Cloud's new manager coming your way.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. I know what a well-performed service is worth.
The hell did you do, V? Oh, no time to talk now. Just get out of there. You're clear for the elevator. I'll be waiting by Jig Street.
Fuck, V. You just stood there and watched her play us? As if that wasn't enough. You took her eddies, too.
Decided to give her a chance. Figured you had a reason to take this to her. Seeing as you trusted her, why should I have doubted her?
Don't pin this on me.
I'm not. She knows the harsh realities of Clouds better than I do. Better than you, even.
Bullshit. You're just spewing words now, V. You took her eddies, so the sitch is clear, cut, and dried for me. You're a merc. She's a soulless, conniving bitch, and I'm a sorry-ass gonk.
Well then. See ya, Judy.
Fuck, V. You just stood there and watched her play us? At least you had the decency not to take her eddies.
Decided to give her a chance. Figured you had a reason to take this to her. Seeing as you trusted her, why should I have doubted her?
Don't pin this on me.
I'm not. She knows the harsh realities of Clouds better than I do. Better than you, even.
Fine. I'm sorry. Got carried away. This ain't how I imagine things panning out. But guess I should get used to it. No matter what you do, life's always gonna throw you a curveball.
Your frustration, I get it.
Don't take this personally, but I gotta cool down. Gonna go. Thanks for the help, V. Thank you again.
Don't mention it. See you around, Judy.
The NCPD advises those traveling.
Hey, Jude, what's up?
You know, same old. You?
I got good days, got bad days. Same as ever. You, called just to see how I'm doing, or...?
Not just. Got a favor to ask you.
Have you tried hunting beauty at the cherry blossom market?
Ask away. It's never boring with you.
Interesting people aren't easily bored.
No chance in your company. But now that we've blown each other, what's up?
You're on a need-to-know basis. So, this particular mission don't require you to have no gun. Just a wetsuit.
Gotta say, I am intrigued. Why the wetsuit?
Can't back out now. Just gonna have to use your imagination.
You really know how to reel me in, don't you?
Ain't seen nothing yet.
All right then, count me in. But I gotta warn you, I look great in a wetsuit.
Damn out past Rancho Coronado. Know it?
Sure, what about it?
Little, abandoned bungalow lakeside. Meet me there. At sundown.
Okay. Is this a date?
You're You're not my type, Holmes. Just show up. I'll see you there.
Hey, V.
For all that went down, I thought you and I'd be ancient history.
Don't be a gonk.
So what's the latest from Clouds? Know anything?
Nothing of any interest. Got a new situation, and everybody's trying to adapt. Me too.
Doesn't sound like it's all okay.
Doesn't mean it isn't.
Any news from the Moxes? Events, ideas?
No. Don't see all that much of them.
How come?
You know how they are. Piss me off sometimes is all.
Something got you down all of a sudden?
No.
Judy.
Can we please not talk about Clouds, the Mox, or Arasaka and Militech and how the world's going to shit? Just rather not think about any of that today. Anything dark.
So, ready to tell me what we're doing here?
Well, been tinkering with virtues a lot lately and figured out a way to scroll 2 actors' experiences at the same time. Thought we could try it out. If you're down, of course.
How does one marry 2 separate neural tracks?
Well, at first I tried to create a single profile out of 2 data streams. Didn't turn out so great.
Must have gotten tangled up. Interference, white noise.
Yeah, effect was kinda like a bad art house. Couple tries in, though, I managed to isolate specific sensations.
So you load them onto separate neural tracks. No emo bogies. Not bad. What do I gotta do?
You, my friend, are just gonna scroll me a virtue.
That's it?
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This could be my greatest work, ever.
Sounds like we could do this anywhere. Why do we come all the way out here? What is this place?
Cottage belonged to someone I knew. It sits empty now. I take the liberty to use it from time to time.
And that's where we're gonna scroll?
No, we're gonna scroll underwater.
Nope, no way. Bad idea. Tell her to find some other yes man.
What do you say? You in?
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Don't like the idea, that's all. It's just, when I think about the dark, the deep, palms that I don't fucking have get clammy with sweat I don't secrete.
You're more than welcome to stay on shore. Hell yeah, I'm in.
Awesome. So, let's go. Got the hardware here. All right, suit up, landlubber.
Do this often?
Dive in? As often as I can.
Why'd you choose this of all places?
Why? Don't like it?
It's okay, but any special reason you chose this one?
Of course there is. But you'll have to wait to find out what it is. Let's get this scroller on ya.
Look pretty damn fine in that wetsuit.
Don't go there, dude.
You haven't even asked me if I know how to swim. Not worried I'll just sink to the bottom like a bag of rocks?
50-50 chance, I guess. Willing to risk it for the footage.
Water's toxic. That not a problem?
Whole reason we're suiting up.
All right, let's do this. Freezing-ass water, here I come.
Okay, We're all set. You go first. Stay close behind me. And don't descend too fast.
Where are we headed exactly?
About halfway to the deepest point. It'll be pitch black, but the currents are gentle. Ought to be safe. Want the precise coordinates?
Nah, why bother? I'll just stick close to you.
Okie dokes.
Virtues are more to you than just a way to churn out eddies, huh?
Well, duh. Think paintings, songs. They're meant to produce emotion responses.
Generally how any kind of creativity works, sure.
Right, so art's a casing, trigger for emotion. Well, BDs are emotion in near pure form. This is it. Swim over here and look straight at me, will you? Great. Great. Signal's clear. Just need your help with a few basic checks. Need to calibrate our gear. First up, motion sensors and scrolling. Circle around me, swim. Great, motion calibrated. Back my way now, V. Next up, sound check. I'm gonna hum a song, you give me the title. Read me?
But I hear you just fine.
Need a wider range. Levels can't be short of perfect.
No idea what the song is, but I heard it. Goes something like...
Alright, we're all tuned and synced. Alright, that ought to do it.
What now?
Prepare to have your mind blown. Wait for it. Now grab this and hold on tight.
Down we go.
Impressive, huh?
That's incredible. What is it?
Our very own Atlantis. Used to be called Laguna Bend. Just 15 years ago, people still lived here.
Yeah, I remember. NC Dam Limited made plans to build a dam. People protested, and the rest is history. Houses, playgrounds, all flooded. Got some connection to this place, right?
You got it. Grew up here. Haven't been back since Laguna Bend was wiped off the map.
Why are you showing me this?
Want to get the right emotional reactions. Got a feeling this will be perfect for my experiment.
Why's this stand to be perfect?
Hoping you'll be able to pick up all the unfiltered mess of emotions this place brings out in me. Like it or not, you'll react to those feelings. That's what I want to capture.
Sounds Nova. Let's do this.
Played this moment coming back so many times in my head. Taken me years. Working up the nerve for this.
Why didn't you come earlier?
Good question. Easy answer would be that I didn't have time. Gear, stars weren't ever aligned. Truth is, the very idea just felt weird. Flo's Diner, best eatery in town? Only one at that, too. Burgers weren't amazing, too greasy. Big. Of course, I say that now. Back then, they were the best thing I'd ever chewed and swallowed. And next door, that's where we lived. Me and my grandparents. Just let me know when you want to forge ahead.
Looks like this fell off your one and only eatery.
Now, let's see. Childhood for you tasted like toasted marshmallows. They always caught fire, burned. But that never bothered you.
That's nomad life for you. Can't be a fussy eater or you'll get no food at all. Anyway, all kinds of food tastes better with just a little burn. That's a weird place for a framed picture.
Water probably carried it out of someone's house. Anything to make out?
Nah, not much. Hockey stick? Is there a skating rink here?
I wish. Played street hockey on rollerblades.
Quit schmoozing, Alvarez. We're losing because of you. Connie! You're dead meat anyway. Will you go out with me? Sorry, you gotta go. They're calling.
Got something here. Looks like an old photo cam.
DPI 350. Practically an antique.
You like it?
You kidding? It's awesome.
Here, take this camera. Better off in your hands than sitting here collecting algae.
Gosh, thanks.
What about your parents?
Dad was never in the picture. Mom died when I was tiny. Can barely remember her. Still have her picture, but, you know, see a stranger there.
Judy, watch out for her cuties. She can't even afford to have parents.
What was that? Those voices.
Voices? Didn't hear anything but you just now.
What was it like, living with your grandparents? How were they?
Granddad had a real knack for things technical. Taught me everything I know. And the stories he told, never got bored listening to them. And Grandma was temperamental. Hot one second, cool as steel the next.
Temperamental, huh? Explains a lot. Is that a dominant family trait?
No idea what you're talking about.
Where'd your grandparents go? Night City?
Yeah, for a couple years. Rented the unit that's mine now. But they hated the city. Moved up to Oregon. Still go and visit them sometimes.
Let's keep going, Judy.
Aye, aye, Captain. Follow me.
We looking for anything in particular here?
Nah. Can't hurt to look around, though. Picking up very chill vibes. Feels like we're outside of time, like in a snow globe. After that, we can see what lies up ahead.
Hard to imagine anything that could be more out of place in an underwater world.
Bottled water?
Touché, Judy. Touché. Gotta say, I don't really get why they left their wheels behind when they had to evacuate.
Hey, how old do you think I am? These hunks of metal have got half a century on them. When I was about yay high, they were already here. And not in much better shape. It's good cover for playing Max Tack and Psychos, though.
What, this isn't yours?
Poor thing. Been here all alone for 20 years.
So it is yours.
No. It was Jenny Chapman's.
You took her doll.
As if. Hid it. I was a monster.
You hid it. Why?
'Cause I thought only losers played with dolls. What I really wanted was for her to notice me. Ah, the days when dolls were just kids' toys and nothing else.
Want to see what's further on?
Come on then, want to show you something. Got no idea how weird it feels swimming through here.
Where you used to run as a kid? Where daily life grinded along? Can imagine it a bit.
Church hasn't aged at all. Always looked old and like it had landed here from outer space. Bells were cracked too. Gave off this eerie, atonal clang. Weird, I had no memory of that seconds ago. Now I can almost hear them.
I don't know how it's possible, but I think I hear those bells too.
Seriously? You can hear my memories? It must be a side effect. Ah, closed. Shame.
Could look for another way inside.
Be my guest.
Did you like going to this church?
Never actually went to church. Never even really paid attention to it. It was just there, you know? Once we knew Laguna Bend was to be flooded, people gathered here to plan a protest.
Did it achieve anything?
Look around.
I found an opening. I think we're safe to go through here.
On my way. Snuck in here once when no one was around. Stood at the altar and tried to imagine what went through the padre's mind looking at all those people. Back then I wondered how he could read people's thoughts and know everything about them. Then I screamed at the top of my lungs to check the acoustics.
You didn't get chased off?
Ran out myself. Echo I got back scared the living bejesus out of me. Thought it was that crush I had on Jenny Chapman. All that guilt I tried yelling out. It flew right back in my face.
Ah!
V! Please! Oh, thank fuck. You're alive.
What happened?
You passed out.
How'd you manage to lift me out?
Dunno, didn't think about it. Just did what I had to do. Hey, careful, easy now.
So, you're saying you saved my life. Thank you.
Told you diving into this toxic waste was gonna end badly. But you just don't fucking listen.
Toxic waste? Is that your construct?
You heard him?
Heard's overstating. It's just surfaced in my head. A thought that wasn't mine or completely yours.
Please just ignore his babbling. It's a complicated relationship.
Why do I even
bother.
Doubt you should go back to the city just now. I'm pretty beat too. Last thing I want to do is drive. Let's stay the night. What do you think?
Stay where, exactly? We gonna camp on the shore?
No, in there. Crash there sometimes after dives. How about it?
Why the hell not? Whose cottage is that then? You said you knew the owner.
One of our neighbors was hell-bent on staying in Laguna Bend. Badges literally dragged him out of his house before the water came in. So he built himself another house as close as he possibly could, but then he got sick. Water was way more toxic back then. He must be chilled to the bone. I'll brew a pot. How do you take yours?
Milk and sugar, please.
Going all in, huh?
Ah, forgot to start the generator.
A generator? What's next? Jacuzzi? Finnish sauna?
No, but there is running water.
I can turn it on.
You're gonna take it easy.
Promise to take it slow.
Speaking of harm's way, know what I see within? Walking, talking corpses.
Power's up. Your little spa is open for business.
Of course I will do.
Judy? What was that? Couldn't hear you clearly. Something the matter?
No, nothing.
Don't bullshit me, Judy. We're still synced, remember?
Clouds has gone to shit. Tiger Claw No-Necks took revenge for Hiromi and the rest. There was a firefight. Tom's dead. Roxanne barely got out alive. House is closed until further notice. I'd rather not talk or think about it. Didn't want to tell you. Didn't want you to think I blame you in any way.
Why would you even assume I'd think that?
No, I'm sorry. Let's just kill the subject. Think I'll go lie down. I'm beat. Will you sit with me a while? Here's your coffee. Finally.
Morning.
You know, yesterday I think I'd made up my mind. I actually called you because I wanted to say goodbye. City's chewed me up. And it's spitting me out.
Know why I came to Night City? Because I thought it offered opportunities you couldn't come by anywhere else. Now, it feels like I'm standing in quicksand. There's no way to live. For anyone.
I feel you.
I can't leave Night City. Not yet. But someday, who knows? Fuck Judy. You're saying you want to leave. Now. You know, I had this bizarre convo with the doll. Told me I had to fight. And I thought, fight for what? And now, just when I thought I knew what it was all for, friendship, trust, you're telling me you're leaving.
It's not like we won't keep in touch.
Since I've known you, Judy, All you've been is chaotic, unstable, and hot-headed. Positively burst into my life, you did. So I should have expected an ending just as abrupt. Like this. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, V. Give me your hand, V.
Why? What for?
Don't say anything. Just give me your hand. All set. Congrats. Just gave you unlimited access to my pad.
Whoa, you're asking me to move in?
If it's what you want. Or just drop by when the urge grabs you.
Don't know what to say. Nobody's ever done anything like this for me. Really shows trust.
Take care, V.
This really it. Last time we see each other. Didn't seem so set on leaving just a sec ago.
See no reason to delay. I'll stay here a couple days, then head off. It's been nice knowing you, V. See ya. And hit me up on the holo sometimes.
I'll see you, Judy.
Hey, V. Heard there was some trouble in Japantown at the parade.
What did you hear?
Corpos opened fire. Civilians were killed.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault.
Don't ask me how, but the second I heard, I knew you were involved.
We just wanted to talk to Hanako. Things went a little sideways from there.
Dealing with corpse? What did you expect? What else is going on besides that?
Oh, you know, same old. Rather hear what you've been up to. You don't miss Night City at all?
It's too soon. Still remember the noise, the smell, everything.
So what do you do nowadays?
I'm taking things easy for now, but I'll get back to work soon. I've got an idea for an experimental virtue cycle.
So, how's life away from civilization?
You mean Night City? Ugh. You should see Oregon. This is how life's meant to be lived.
Let's talk about something else.
Go for it. I'm driving right now, so it's perfect timing.
It was nice catching up.
I'm right here, V. Call me anytime. Hey, this is Judy. Sorry, can't answer because I'm busy packing my shit. If you don't know why, it means I just didn't want to tell you. If this is V, I'll call you. Maybe, baby, when I'm done being pissed off. Hey, V! Long time no see. Let me guess, you still the top of your game in all of Night City? Yeah, I left all that. I guess I'm just calling to say thanks. For everything. Wasn't until I'd left everything behind that I realized how depressed I was for all that time. Take it from me, V. If you ever get the chance, just leave. Leave and don't look back. The weight it takes off your shoulders, I can't even describe it. All right, enough lecturing. Take it easy, man. Hey, V. I was just wondering how you've been. Haven't heard from you in a while. Still living large in Night City? I don't know. All I think about is dropping everything and leaving. Yet, here I am, still. Oh, the city's like quicksand. The more you try to get out, the more it pulls you in. Once you're up to your knees, you're never getting out. Like Evelyn. Anyway, look out for yourself, okay? And call me sometime. Bye. Hey, V. I was thinking about you the other day, and I thought I'd just give you a call. I know it's pointless, but once upon a time, people were talking to graves and nobody batted an eyelid, right? When I said I was thinking about you, I meant a lot. About everything you did. And I guess I get it. Why you wanted to leave this place once and for all. But still, V. Did you even think about, what happens when... Shit, I can't do this.